Hello, welcome to sonography-radiology training channel. In this series of videos, I talk about general information could be benefit for radiologists, radiographers, radiological technologists, and all physicians also. This is the third video in this video series about why do radiologists miss dancing gorillas. Trafton Dreff's paper entitled The Invisible Gorilla Strikes Again Sustained Inattentional Blindness in Expert Observers was published in 2013 and widely reported in the mainstream media. The strapline was that 80% of radiologists were unable to see a picture of a dancing gorilla pasted onto a CT of the chest, and this despite half the radiologists looking at the gorilla for at least half a second when monitored with eye tracking equipment. Of course, the aim of this study was not to denigrate the ability of radiologists, but rather radiologists were chosen as subjects for study because the nature of their work requires episodes of intense concentration on visual perception tasks. Therefore, radiologists are perfectly suited to studies examining the interplay between different perceptual skills. Professor Daniel Simmons, who co-authored the original Invisible Gorilla, commented that part of the reason that radiologists are so good at what they do is that they are very good at narrowly focusing their attention on these long nodules, and the cause of that is that they are subject to missing other things, even rarely obvious large things like a dancing gorilla. What happens is that the moment that a radiologist sees an axial image through the thorax set on long windows, the global assessment of the images triggers the focal search strategy that looks for long nodules. The search strategy is so narrow that anything that does not fit into the parameters of the strategy is ignored. The result is inattentional blindness, the inability to see an unexpected finding even when it is in plain sight. But it's really blindness. After all, half of the radiologists did look at the gorilla, and for about half a second. This is much longer than you need to automatically detect abnormalities. Half of the radiologists did see the gorilla, but they denied it, a finding that has also been described in more conventional radiology settings. The perceptual scale on which this radiological expertise is based is one that is common to all humans, and one that is probably widely used to efficiently process the mass of visual data from the world around us. It's apparent that outside the field of radiology, radiologists demonstrate no enhanced powers of image analysis compared to other people. Radiologists have learned to adapt this skill to the analysis of medical images. The question then arises that if we now have some insight into the pathways by which we perceive radiological images and the process by which we categorize normal from abnormal and then selectively analyze target areas, can we use this information to enhance the training of radiologists? Indeed, there is some early data suggesting that perceptual training with medical images is possible, but that perceptual learning only occurs if feedback is included as part of the learning algorithm. The power of this perceptual process varies between all humans, and it appears that perception between radiologists and between separate reads for the same radiologist is a fixed entity. However, it is apparent that there are external influences, some of which we can control, that may allow us to modify our perceptual errors rates. Now, I suggest two other of my videos that are close to this video in terms of matter. Thank you for your attention.